right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy wants to, that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, this dude is an absolute marauder, high-level wrestler, and when he is at his suffocating best, punishing UFC fighters on the canvas, looks like he might be able to make a real concerted world title run, at least to me.
You know, not many guys can use that skill set almost singularly. We saw Khabib Nurmagomedov early in his career essentially just wrestle and dominate people. And that is the approach that this young man is taking. He is so good at getting in your face and making you work. You gotta be preemptive. You cannot allow him to grab your leg. Get your leg, you're going down. You gotta be moving, you gotta stay on your feet, because this guy, if you get your leg, he's like a dog on a bone, and it's that single leg, a thing of beauty.
And he basically guaranteed a finish here tonight. Certainly believes the takedown is gonna be there, and we will not be surprised if he goes for one over.
But John, is that in the matchup, or is that in his belief in his skill set that he's gonna finish his fight? Unreal.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Merab Dvalishvili.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, it's usually all offense all the time out of Merab Dvalishvili, the Georgian, the Team Serra-Longo staple. As this round gets underway, you got to think he's going to go to the takedown early and often, and he doesn't get discouraged when the opposition gets back up. He chains his takedowns together as good as anyone in this bantamweight division, and he believes that will be the path of least resistance here tonight. Looping left hand misses the target.
Did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mountain, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position. He's got to be careful here. Massive shot from the top.
Dvalishvili getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Takes his back now. Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control, because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. Nice transition.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Print the shirts, ground and pound.
He's got to start throwing down.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
15 seconds to go. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
You're doing great. Those takedowns are beautiful. You can't stop your takedowns. Keep them coming. Keep them going just like that.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, round two.
Nice leg kick. Good job of getting on that high cross and just following the action.
Dvalishvili's in half guard and busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Dvalishvili. Nice positional control here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do? He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Looks like a pretty good attempt here. Wow, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over. Nice defense.
Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you gotta be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
Side control now. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. Oh, right into mount.
Setting up for another submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
He's out again.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
10 minutes in the books.
He won that last night. He's all over you with the submissions. What's a field guy? We train this in the gym. If your defense showed, you know what you're doing. But
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Good kick.
The leg and immediately reacts and plows his opponent down to the canvas. Dvalishvili's eye is starting to swell shut. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
You know, I got to tell you, I'm not sure that his face could be much more swollen at this point in time. Got to raise that guard.
You got to get the high guard. I mean, at this point, John, you got to forget everything else and get the guard up high, keep the elbows in tight, and try to make sure that nothing lands clean on your face. Because every time, you're going to just get more and more swollen.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I could do that much.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Great work here from the bottom fighter. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Don't play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or got to start to attack triangles.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine. When the opponent turns to the opposite side, he can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out to just go for the finish.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Lands with the ground and pound. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, heading back to the corner, and Dvalishvili's eye starting to look pretty bad. He absorbed a lot of damage over those 5 minutes. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about that. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drag your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks and try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself. Oh, good defense, yes. guard.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
That guillotine is tight.
The guillotine looks like it's locked in. Right now, he's gotta be patient. He's gotta squeeze, but not too much. He's gotta get the guard locked and try to find a submission.
Working hard once again for that submission. It looks tight to me. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Now it's his mount.
.90 seconds to go now. Dvalishvili's in half guard. All right, side control now. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight. Oh, right in the mount.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over. The swelling on the fighter's eye is getting out of control at this point in time. Maybe they bring in the doctor to see if his vision has been impaired. It has certainly been compromised to some extent here. But again, he has had no answer for the offense coming back tonight, and as such, that eye is nearly swollen shut. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
And that one certainly found the target. Perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those he might get.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Dvalishvili. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position. Now he's going full mount.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the bodies.
And now he's attempting to choke.
That Darce choke is tight.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Under a minute now to go in this one. Can't get a good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Final seconds of the fight. Dvalishvili's right back to the full mount here. What a fight! 25 minutes turned in. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Assassin!
All right, nice job by him there, as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. You did exactly that tonight, and you get the dominant decision.